If you are dealing with depression, or you're feeling depressed right now, or you've been diagnosed with depression, are on medications for depression, or tend to have habitual depression, this is an EFT, emotional freedom technique, mind-body medicine session to resolve the energy of depression. Depression is actually a frequency, and it happens when we're so blocked in the flow of our emotions, in the flow of energy and expression and freedom within our nervous system, that it suppresses all of that energy within us, and we just feel either numb or heavy or stuck or suppressed, oppressed, and we internalize that. And yes, your brain does habitually hold this pattern, so you can develop what's called clinical depression, but that does not mean anything about whether your body's able to release and unwind this pattern. So you do not need to hold this as a like, I'll always be this way. This is who maybe you're being right now, but it doesn't actually mean anything about what's possible in the future. So we're gonna use this EFT meridian tapping session to begin to unwind those patterns and let your nervous system receive new information. So I want you to feel right now, as we start, just breathe into your body. And the best way to do that is relax your shoulders. You can bring them up, breathe in, tighten your face, tighten your shoulders, and then exhale and let them go. This lets your awareness drop into your body more fully because you're helping turn off the sympathetic nervous system. So that's a good little mind-body tool to use anytime during the day when you're overwhelmed or stressed or feeling a lot of depression. And once you do that, just feel your body and then note on a scale of 1 to 10, how severe has this been? Or how severe is this right now in this moment? And you give yourself a number because you want to acknowledge your before and after we do this tapping session. This is a really powerful way to reprogram your nervous system, to release habitual depression, to release clinical depression, to release these old patterns in your body so you're free to become who you really are. And so just feel into your body right now with how are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? How depressed do you feel? How heavy do you feel? How overwhelmed? How impossible does it seem that you could ever feel free? 10 is the most extreme. 1 is, not at all. Give yourself that number. And then we're just going to begin doing EFT meridian tapping. So you're going to tap on the outer edge of your pinky side of your hand and just breathe in and out. These are meridian points. You're giving new information to your nervous system. So breathing in, breathing out, and you're going to repeat after me. Even though I feel so depressed, and you can say it out loud, I choose to open to a higher possibility. Even though I'm depressed, I feel like I'll always be depressed. I wonder what else might actually be possible. Good, and this is the setup phrase, so third one. Even though I'm so stuck, depressed, heavy, I'm just gonna acknowledge in this system, I'm gonna acknowledge this and allow my body to open. Okay, now we're gonna go to the main tapping point. So inner eye, it's one of the meridian points, just giving your body new information. I'm just acknowledging, you say out loud, acknowledging how depressed I am. Outer eye, and how awful it feels to feel like this. Under the eye, witnessing how heavy I feel. Under the nose, how stuck. On the chin, breathing in, breathing out, witnessing all this depression, all this heaviness. Under the collarbone, no one should have to feel like this. And then under the arm, I don't want to feel like this. Top of the head, all this resistance to the experience. Good, so we're just doing sort of like the heaviness, the negative, whether it's the negative thoughts or the negative feelings. Allow your system to open up because it will neutralize this. Inner eye again, I'm just going to acknowledge. Outer eye, how horrible this feels. Under the eye, apathy, like I don't even care. Under the nose, I'm not fully alive. On the chin, and I don't know what to do. Under the collarbone, we're gonna move this soon, so just hang with me. Under the collarbone, just acknowledging everything coming up in my body around this depression. Under the arm, known and unknown. On top of the head. And allowing myself to witness what I'm really going through right now. Okay, now breathe in, breathe out. Sometimes your number might have gone up, meaning we're bringing stuff up that's been so suppressed. That's actually okay. The energy will start to move. We're going to keep doing a little more to help it move even more fluidly, but it's okay if things start to arise as we do this first part of the tapping. The second part is I have this little, it's like my tapping sandwich. We're gonna do the negative. Then we're gonna go into the question mark, the curiosity, the what if, before we go into the positive. A lot of times people go, oh, let's just put ice cream on top of poop. Everything's okay. Like, why are we not saying positive affirmations? The truth will set you free. You've got to acknowledge what's here before you can let it move. So now we're moving into this second part of the tapping. So inner eye. I have no idea what could be possible. Outer eye, it all feels so stuck. Under the eye, but what if something could happen for me? Under the nose, what if my body could start to unwind this? On the chin, even though I don't know how. Under the collarbone, even though I certainly can't do it. Under the arm, it's all so heavy for me. Top of the head, but what if I could let go? Inner eye, so my body could receive a new message. Outer eye, what if by connecting with what I'm really going through, under the eye, it could allow an opening that lets everything change. Under the nose, then I could start feeling lighter. On the chin, and then it'd be like a free gift of having real aliveness. Under the collarbone, I wonder what's really possible here. Under the arm, that I've never considered or never imagined. Breathing in, breathing out, top of the head. Would I be willing to open to a new possibility that I don't even understand? I'll say that one again. Would I be willing to open to a new possibility that I don't even understand? Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, and I want you to rate yourself again. Are you feeling a little lighter? Did this make you feel even heavier? I promise you it is okay either way. You want to actually look, because now we're going to move into another stage. If you're still not feeling any lightness or opening at all, rewind, do what we just did, because truly, truly, we cannot go into the positive until we've really acknowledged and called out the quote unquote negative. So you want to do that first. We are going to move on. Inner eye, I surely have been through a lot. Outer eye, and I do deserve some lightness. Under the eye, what would it be like to let that in? Under the nose, what if change really could happen for me? On the chin, and what if it could be easy? Under the collarbone, what would it take for me to let that in right now? Under the arm, I'd have to be willing to let a lot of things go. top of the head, to acknowledge how hard this really has been for me. Inner eye, in ways only I know. Outer eye, I couldn't even explain or tell anyone what it's really been like. Under the eye, but I can let my system open. Under the nose, I can let new things in. On the chin, when I'm ready, I'm unstoppable. Under the collarbone, there's something in me that does want to live. Under the arm, and wants to live big. Top of the head, I'm ready to let something happen I couldn't have imagined before. Big deep breath in. And let it go. Big breath out. How do you feel now? Is there any lightness? Sometimes we got to go back and do this again because it will let us go even deeper into really witnessing the heaviness, witnessing what we feel. But when we tap, we're neutralizing that thought. We're neutralizing any resistance we have to that sensation. Emotions are energy in motion. When we're not in resistance, the energy just moves. But a lot of times we're really afraid to feel how deeply we feel, how heavy we feel, how overwhelmed we feel. And when we tap, we access the life force within the body to neutralize those energies. We do not have to be in resistance to our emotions. And when you just give yourself a little bit of space around this, the energy can move and you can heal. I'm Dr. Kim Duramo, and I'm so grateful to be able to assist you with this. I've experienced depression myself and moved through this. I didn't have EFT tapping at the time, but I learned from my body what my body needs. How could I talk to my body? How could I communicate in a different way? How could I move and breathe in a different way that would allow the depression to release? It's so much faster doing this with EFT. So I'm so glad I'm able to bring you this tool. Practice this. Let me know how you're feeling. If you are feeling very, very severely depressed, make sure you get assistance from someone who really knows what they're doing. For someone who's been through this before and has come through the other side, there are so many great resources that I've had to share, and I'm just grateful to be able to connect with you this way with all the compassion in the world for what it's really like to go through depression. Thank you, thank you, thank you for participating with me and coming into this EFT session. I do have an online program called the Mind Body Solution for anxiety and depression that can assist you even more fully with using mind body medicine to reverse patterns of anxiety, patterns of depression, and go even deeper in this work. So I will be sure to include the link for that here. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you soon.